Billy Fletcher is determined to leave the village with his pregnant ex-wife Dawn Taylor next week on Emmerdale, before her fiancé Joe Tate discovers their plans. Dawn is preparing to marry Joe, but recent episodes have shown her making plans to escape with Billy and their children. The pair are hoping to get away before Joe learns the truth, fully aware of how dangerous he can be. However, Joe may not be the only threat standing in their way, as Kim Tate could also attempt to prevent their escape. Billy and Dawn's plans depend heavily on Billy's boss, Caleb Milligan, keeping his promise and providing the passports and money they need to start over elsewhere. With Caleb continuing to delay things, Billy and Dawn could find themselves facing the anger of the Tate family. Billy knows they need to leave quickly, especially because they have yet to see the full extent of Joe's power. Kim is also a major concern, as Billy has already witnessed her more ruthless side and understands what she is capable of. The couple are particularly keen to disappear before the wedding takes place, as they want to prevent Dawn from marrying Joe. However, Caleb's personal mission could create another major problem by causing him to focus more on destroying Joe than helping Billy and Dawn escape. Billy is becoming increasingly frustrated with Caleb because he believes they share a genuine friendship. Caleb, meanwhile, remains focused on taking revenge against Joe for everything he has done. Caleb's hatred of Joe comes from the many wrongs he believes Joe has committed, including stealing his kidney for a transplant. Joe has also been connected to several deaths, blackmailed the Sugdens, and framed Moira Dingle for a serious crime. Billy eventually begins to understand that he and Dawn may simply be caught up in Caleb's revenge mission. Caleb is determined to hurt Joe, regardless of how it affects Billy, meaning Billy could easily become collateral damage in the feud. Billy believes Caleb should be doing more to protect him, especially given the friendship he thinks they have built. His own motivation, however, is much simpler. Billy wants Dawn back and hopes to restore their family. Joe took Dawn away from him, something Billy has struggled to move past, and escaping with her could feel like a form of revenge. The upcoming episodes are expected to bring plenty of drama, emotional moments, and difficult decisions, with the consequences likely to have a major impact across the village. Emmerdale's D.S. Ramsden has more than one secret, and it's all about to unravel. D.S. Ramsden appears to be concealing more than simply her reasons for going after the Tate family on Emmerdale. Producer Laura Shaw has revealed that Thea has a few secrets of her own, and it seems those hidden details could soon come to light. Speaking about the storyline, Laura also teased the detective's increasingly significant connection with Serena Sugden. She suggested viewers will see much more of the pair in upcoming episodes, hinting that Ramsden could be keeping several things from the rest of the village. Laura explained that Serena and Thea will have an important relationship moving forward, while suggesting that Ramsden's secrets will gradually begin to emerge. Her cryptic comments appeared to indicate that there is much more behind the detective's actions than viewers currently realize. The producer seemed close to revealing a major spoiler before holding back, suggesting that whatever she nearly disclosed could have given away an important clue about Ramsden's true intentions. One thing does appear clear: Serena and Thea's connection will become increasingly significant, so viewers will want to keep a close eye on their interactions. Meanwhile, developments on screen have already established that Ramsden is hiding something. Her campaign against Kim Tate and the rest of the family is clearly motivated by a mysterious personal reason, but there may be another secret waiting to be uncovered. The mystery has led some viewers to speculate that Thea could actually be Jean Tate, the daughter of Zoe Tate. The character appeared in the soap as a young child and was connected to the Tate family before leaving the village. The theory gained momentum after Thea spoke about wanting to finally take Kim down. Some fans have questioned whether she could be seeking revenge on behalf of her mother, Zoe. Others have wondered if her hostile reaction towards Joe could suggest that the pair have a deeper family connection. One viewer suggested that D.S. Ramsden could be Jean Tate seeking revenge against Kim for her mother. Another fan said they were convinced Thea would eventually be revealed as Jean, while another believed she could turn out to be Zoe's daughter. A further theory suggested that Thea might be Jean, living under another identity, although the viewer questioned whether Joe would recognize her. Another fan pointed to Thea's unusual behavior around Joe, including defending him and referring to him by his first name, as possible evidence of a past connection. Jean and Joe were both raised by Zoe for a period during their childhood, leading some viewers to wonder whether Joe might not immediately recognize his cousin after so many years apart. Another theory suggested that it would be a fitting twist if both Tate cousins eventually arrived in the village after years away, while secretly using different identities. Charity's nightmare deepens in Emmerdale as another Dr. Todd lie puts her under pressure. Charity Dingle finds herself trapped in an increasingly dangerous situation in Emmerdale, with another lie becoming necessary to protect Sarah Sugden from the consequences of Dr. Caitlin Todd's death. Sarah was responsible for Caitlin's fatal accident after arriving in the middle of a heated confrontation between the doctor and Charity. Sarah attempted to defend herself and her grandmother by pushing Caitlin, but the doctor fell backwards and struck her head against a table. The accident left Sarah and Charity facing a terrifying dilemma. Soon afterwards, Serena Sugden stepped in and helped the pair create a story designed to hide what had really happened. Their plan became even more complicated when DS Ramsden arrived to investigate. Charity eventually took the blame for Caitlin's death, leading to her arrest and questioning by the police. After being released, Charity returned to the Woolpack alongside Sarah. Their family members immediately wanted answers, leaving the pair struggling to maintain their carefully constructed story. Kane Dingle was particularly doubtful about Charity's explanation. He knew her well enough to realize that she would not normally contact the emergency services after committing such a serious act, making him wonder whether there was something she was refusing to reveal. With everyone demanding answers, Charity made an explosive confession about Dr. Todd. She claimed that the doctor had sexually assaulted her, leaving her family shocked by the revelation. Despite Charity's explanation, Mackenzie Boyd continued to sense that his wife was keeping another secret. Charity became frustrated with him and pushed him away, believing that he should have trusted and supported her. Mackenzie, however, refused to let his suspicions disappear. In the latest episode, he confronted Charity and revealed that he believed he had finally figured out what happened to Dr. Todd. He told Charity that he believed she had intentionally killed the doctor. Realizing that Mackenzie had reached the wrong conclusion, Charity secretly felt relieved, but continued with the deception. Instead of correcting him, Charity confirmed his suspicions and allowed him to believe that she was responsible for Caitlin's death. Mackenzie then turned his attention towards Sarah. He confronted her and said he knew the truth about what had happened to Dr. Todd. Sarah immediately became guarded, careful not to say anything that could expose her involvement. Sarah soon realized that Mackenzie had completely misunderstood the situation. He warned her that she needed to control her emotions because suspicious behavior could attract the attention of the police. As the investigation continues, the pressure on Charity and Sarah is becoming almost unbearable. Charity is struggling to cope with the weight of her lies, while Sarah is becoming increasingly nervous about being exposed. Adding to their problems, DS Ramsden already believes that something is not right about their version of events. The detective could be getting closer to discovering the truth with every question she asks. Emmerdale airs on weeknights at 8 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream from 7 a.m. on ITVX and YouTube.